Howdy folks, welcome to the second part of Uncle Bill Sells Off All of His Shit. Basically what this is my posters, my collectibles, my DVDs, all horror related memorabilia I'm putting up for sale. I'm not putting all of it up for sale, but I'm selling a lot of different stuff. And as you can see, the place looks really different now because I'm moving stuff. I'm moving a lot of this stuff. That makes it easier for me to go through this stuff though and pick out the posters that I want to sell right now. And I've made probably about 10 new ones over here I've gotten together to sell. And this is like, I tried to make a theme for this one. This is like the hardcore poster collector theme, because a lot of these are obscure, or they're from a certain company, or they're really hard to find. But there will be something in here that will appeal to people that really like collecting posters. From the first, leftover from the first edition of this that I did, sold quite a few posters. I want to thank everybody that bought posters. Several people from the board bought some posters from me, and I got a lot of inquiries, and I really appreciate everybody like buying the stuff. And I don't want to name names, but I will tell you the posters that have already been sold. That way you don't have to worry about it if you're thinking about it, and you'll know which ones are actually left. So far I've sold Squirm, Children of the Corn, The Stuff, From Beyond, Deadly Friend, The Hitcher, and I've got 2 bids right now that I'm considering on April Fool's Day and Doomsday. So all those posters, with the exception of April Fool's and Doomsday, which you can still kind of make offers on those two if you're interested, all those other posters though have been sold. So I've done really well, and I appreciate everybody, and thanks again for everybody that has been buying stuff and making bids, and just keep doing it. The rules are still the same. You still want to go to maninwhite@gmail.com and post your offers. And of course shipping, I've decided pretty much that shipping is going to just have to be, because it seems to be that it stays at about between $7 to $10 depending on depending on if it's a roll poster and I have to get a tube, or if it's a flattened poster, it's usually less if it's folded. So anywhere between $7 to $10 you can expect, depending on which way it goes. And that's shipping and handling, and like me, I come up with the poster tube and all that stuff. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started, I guess, with what posters are for sale this week. If you want photographs, I know I've said this before, I can take photographs, but it takes me a hell of a long time, as a certain person can attest, to actually get around to doing it. But I will do it. It might take a while to get photographs, so if you want like up close photographs. But I'm going to show all these posters to you right now and kind of explain to you the condition that they're in. So let's go ahead and get started. And by the way, like, I've got a ton of posters that I really am not sure if anybody will be interested in, but I'll probably just make a list of those, since it just takes me forever to show all these posters. But first up, we've got the original one sheet of He Knows You're Alone, which a lot of people really like this movie. It's, I believe Carol Kane is in this one. And I'm not going to say that the condition of this poster is like excellent or anything. It's probably in good shape. I mean, there's no real serious damage. There's some tape removal spots on every side of the poster, but that's the only thing that's wrong with it, where it looks like it's been taped to a wall and somebody has removed the tape on each one of the sides of the poster. But that's He Knows You're Alone. I still have, like I said before, this is a near mint April Fool's Day original one sheet, and like I said, it's in near mint shape. There is nothing noticeably wrong with this poster, and so if you're interested in that one, still up. This one, I remember this box from when I was a kid. This is an awesome poster for a fucking horrible movie, though. And you'll remember the VHS box because it was one of the first to feature this. This is Metamorphosis. If you remember the VHS, it had the LED light display on it. I think it may have been one of the first ones to have that feature where it lit up and made noises. But this is the video one sheet, which is freaking awesome artwork. Like I said, though, it's a horrible movie. And there's a slight tear up on the left corner on the side, but there's no piece missing or anything like that. So other than that, the poster is completely near mint. I guess it would be in very good shape, I guess, for anybody that's really serious about collecting posters. And this one is this next one. It's a specialty item for people that are really nuts about trauma, and I know a lot of people are. I used to be, but I'm not really that much anymore. This is an awesome one, though, and it's rare as hell. It is a half sheet. Actually, it's a one sheet with two half sheets that includes Rabid Grannies on one. This is like a video store promotional poster that was never cut. So it's like two half sheets put together. So you've got Rabid Grannies on one side and Ferocious Female Freedom Fighters on the other side. And that's just an awesome thing to display. And it's so rare because it stayed as the one sheet and was never cut for distribution. It is in like near mint shape. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. There's no pinholes, there's no tearing. If you're a fan of trauma, then you definitely want to get that. It's a media home entertainment poster too. Those are very, very collectible. Let's see. This one's another one that they've made so many of these fucking movies now that it's hard to believe that this poster even really existed. I mean, this is one of the cheapest series of movies ever made. There's no doubt about it. But just for the historical fact, there's probably about 20 of these movies made. I've got up for sale the original video one sheet of the original Witchcraft. This is the very first one. It is in excellent shape. I have no earthly idea what to say about these movies. I've never seen a single one of them other than the fact that they've made 1,000 of them. And let's see, this one has nobody in it that I would ever even know, but it is the very first one. And just for that fact, I guarantee somebody will want it. It does have a tear on the lower left corner, but it's a very small tear and there's nothing missing. Other than that, it's in perfect shape. I don't know if those movies ever came out in theaters, but that's definitely a video poster. These next two are just awesome for the fact that they're so old, and I love both of these movies. First up, I believe this is H.G. Wells. This is the original Food of the Gods. This is an old ass poster, folks. I mean, we're talking, I don't even know, 70, I'd say early 70s. Has to be, you know, early to mid 70s. Awesome artwork with the big giant rat eating the woman. One of the better ones. Now, where this is an older poster, the only discernible thing that I can see that's wrong with it is it has some tape on the back, but it has no tape on the front. And it's almost like somebody two-sided taped it on the back of the poster. But that tape is not ripped off. There's nothing wrong with it other than that. It's in awesome shape for the age of the poster, and to find one of these posters in any kind of decent shape is incredibly rare. And then on the other side of that is, and this one's in near mint, I've already checked this one over, The Fury, which a lot of people love this movie, and it's a really underrated movie. John Cassavetes directed. It has Amy Irving. Well, I'm sorry, John Cassavetes didn't direct. He was started. It was a Brian De Palma film. The Fury. Like I said, this one is in near mint shape. Nothing wrong with that one. Especially for the age of the poster, which I think would be 80, around 80 or 81. Let's see what else I got. I guess the big one that I wanted to sell in this lot, and now that I actually have something other than this poster for Argento to sign, I wanted to go ahead and sell it. If I ever meet Argento, which I fully intend on doing, I will bring another poster that I recently got for him to sign. But this one is the one that I originally got for him if I ever got to meet him. It's one of my favorite Italian movies, and a lot of people really, really love it. It's a really unique poster in a lot of different ways. It is the size of the poster because it is an original, and I believe that this one came from Italy, or for some reason it's 28 by like 42 or something, like 28 by 41, 28 by 42. Something about that they sized them differently in foreign countries or something like that. But this one is completely near mint. It's an original. It doesn't get any better shape than this poster. This is an original, and Dario Argento did not direct this. It was directed by Lamberto Bava, but he was the producer. And this is the Demons poster. There's several variations of this poster, though. There's one with the little demon's head thing floating around in it, and then there's this one, which is just... Okay, so I always end up doing these videos in parts because for some reason it always screws up and I end up having to do the last part of the video over. So the last poster that I show was the last one. If you're interested in buying any of the posters, just send me your best bid to maninwhite@gmail.com. I'm going to put that up right now. I can take photographs for you. Shipping will be anywhere between $7 to $10, like I said before, depending on whether it's rolled or flat. That's really all there is. And if you have any questions, just email me at the email I just gave, and then it's up on the screen. And I'll see you over at DEADPIT. Bye!